once again, thank you so much for coming by on Forex 100 Live Facebook Live session. Head on to www.alpsocial.com/Forex100 Academy. So over here, this is a social platform for the traders, for investors as well. And of course, at the same time, we do post our market analysis over here on every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, when you are enjoying your family time. I'm doing market analysis and spot the latest trend to share with community over here. All right, so we do have a few trades that trigger a few trading ideas for traders, as well as my partner Boon Hui will share the market analysis as well. All right, so glad you like it. Hi Adrian. So do share this thing, this link right now, so your friends can pop by and see. All right, not just the Up Social, but our live session over here. All right, so today's session is we are the preferred education provider of Up Social. So we are very proud of that because they do work with a lot of educators, and we are very honored to have this opportunity working hand in hand and close with them. All right, let us get going with our analysis. Thank you so much, Kura. If you never voice out, then probably this entire session I will go without any audio. All right, so thank you so much once again. How can I thank you even more? All right, so why not I just share with all of you, because this is a community that I love, and this is how I actually started off trading, by just simply share my trade ideas with the community. Just having a simple thoughts, just having a thoughts of, hey, if I can trade pound yen that well, I started off trading pound yen. Do I have anyone else trading another currency pair that can achieve 100 pips a day, all right, as a target? So that was back in 05, 08 period. So 2008, I started posting on Facebook. So I have strong gratitude on Facebook. That's how our business started. I post it just to attract some other trader out there that trade maybe, I don't know, Euro Yen, New Zealand dollar, and we can just swap our trading ideas, and more, all of us can make profit from it, because end of the day, the trading volume turnover a day is 5.3 trillion, you know, in the market. All right, every day that's a turnover. So I was thinking of that. However, the idea of me pasting something like this got misunderstood by the crowd. So they start to ask me questions like, hey Rain, do you have a forum? So at that time, I start to ask, hey, if I can just share a trading ideas and I charge, let's say, 200 USD a month, who will be interested? The fact is, I got 10 subscribers in very short time, and my job is just to do this Control-C, which is copy, and Control-V to paste it. That's on PC, yeah. I get to earn that kind of income, which is very cool for a fresh grad. So I start doing it, and of course that's how Forex 100 came about. All right, because I need to name a group. Whatever I do is Forex, and every day my target is to earn 100 pips a day. I'm very target driven when I started off. All right. Right now I have a different perspective. Yes, still target, but it's not like today I have to earn 100 pips. Yeah, I just identify good trade setup before I engage a trade. Okay, so long story short, from that, it spiraled into people start asking me, do you teach and stuff like that, and I got invited overseas here and there, and that's how I started teaching in 08. Alright, so let us a bit of history of what we do. Let us get going with Euro dollar. So sorry, I'm so wanting to go towards the New Zealand. The fact is that we are going to cover 12 pairs. Should you have any questions, I'll use my best ability and my personal opinion to share with you on these 12 pair. If you have any other products, so long I can find on the watch list, I'll do my best to help you. Alright, to do analysis. Each currency pair will go through 3 time frame, the daily time frame 4 hour and 1 hour. At the same time, then we'll go it naked, meaning to say that we will see the chart as it is without any indicators. Then we'll go through my analysis. All right, so let's get started. Euro dollar, if you have joined us a few weeks ago, you will have seen that I've been looking for a buying opportunity over here for a counter trend move. That means the trend is moving downwards, I'm buying. That's counter trend. So I make some profit over there. I follow my rules. Of course, the market then extend upwards, which is fine. That's not my trading rules to catch on the extension move on counter trend setup. All right, so head down to 4-hour chart. You can see the low price is well supported at 1.127 price. Okay, very well supported over here. Wicks as well, but is well supported. Then we did a counter trend trade and gained some profit. So right now, based off the 4-hour chart, it is already on a trending move. On the daily chart, it is still not. I have these rules of the high price have to be broken and close above twice before a new trend is recognized. Head down to 1-hour chart. Yes, the New Zealand yen is available to trade, and that's my way of thanking you, Kura, for just now voicing out that there's no sound. You know, this is the community that we want to support. But please, every trade that I engage, I believe is profitable. That's why I engage, correct? But I do not have 100% of accuracy. So if there's anyone out there tell you that they have been consistently profit on every single trade without any losing for years, run away from them as far and as fast as you can. Yeah. Do your own risk management. Trade like this, you see the first target over here that I shared, I only risk that is already in your chat on New Zealand yen. I'm risking 47 pips. So having 47 pips of risk, having 39 pips of risk and 47 pips of returns is close to 1:1. So for trade like this, I only risk 0.25% of my capital. For a trade that give me 2:1, see 39 pips, 90 pips is definitely higher, 2 times than 39 pips. I will risk 0.5%. That's my risk management. Of course, you can do 1%, you can do 3%, but I hope that nothing much, nothing exaggerating. Please do not throw your entire capital or a huge portion of capital in a single trade. That's no different from gambling. All right. Hi, Jeremy. So, on the 1-hour chart, it is a trending move. This kind of movement tends of scare me a lot because it shows a loss of momentum. And of course, if you look at the RSI, if you glance at the RSI, there's a divergence happening now. So for 1-hour trader, if you are a counter trend trade, you might want to look for you can start to look for opportunity for a counter trend trading move. First target you may look at, the immediate one is 1.1293. That's 30 pips move. Not good enough for myself, but it's certain very good for most people. Very important level over here. And of course, the next level I'll be looking at as a counter trend trader to sell all the way down will be at 1.1256. all right. So like what I've mentioned, please do your independent analysis. Yeah. Reason of me engaging, resistance over here, RSI divergence. All right. And I treat it as a counter trend move. And having this setup, I may have very good reward is to risk ratio. All right. So back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. All right. Daily chart, as you can see, nothing much. First break over here, waiting for a retracement and another break for confirmation. Head down to 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, I have this bullish shark formation completing at 1.1111. Very nice number. So with that, I will just be waiting. I will not be doing anything. I will not sell from C to D because the trade is supposed to form at D price for a buying opportunity. So as a trader, we are at the most unique trade. First, there are so many reasons, but let me just focus on one. All right. As you can see, most job by the title, they do whatever they are doing, and that's how they earn money. I'll give you an example. Plumber's job is to plumb, correct? Yeah, you get it, yeah. So accountant's job is to do account, yeah. The simplest form I'm sharing. So a trader's job is not to trade. Do you know that? Our job is just to analyze and wait for a great setup before we engage a trade. All right, so makes sense to you. So a lot of times, maybe an analysis like this, market spike upwards, this entire analysis, I'll scrap it and I'll wait for the next opportunity. So it does train a lot of patience on your end. All right, so that's 4 hour. Head down to 1 hour chart. In recent years, I'm born as a counter trend and a breakout traders, but recent years I really love trend trading. I really love it so much. It gives a lot of ease in trading. Once I got into the trend, got my first target level, as you can see on the trade, I will have only 2 targets level. Gone by the days that I have 5 to 6 targets in a single trade. I remember one of the crazy thing that I at once have is 7 different targets in the same trade. That opened up a lot of risk before the market reached the first level. So right now I just do a 2 trade approach. Some of my graduates still have three targets, which is fine, but I prefer to do 2 trades. All right, that means 2 targets in a single trades. So over here, once it reached the first target, as you can see, I'll shift my stops to entry price to minimize my risk, or in fact it will reach a risk-free trade. So I handle the psychology part and the stress, the need of being correct. I lower it to as low as 40%. I can be profitable. So would you like to earn money with it from a 90% profitable accuracy? That means you need to be 90% accuracy before you can earn money, or you prefer a system with just 40% of profitability, you will start to earn money. Which one is easier? Yeah, your choice. Yeah. So on the 1 hour chart, this is the buy zone I'm looking at. So with the sound of it, you'll know that I am not very inclined in selling this trade. All right, so let me just do a quick glance on the potential reward is to risk. First target over here is 14 pips. All right, my initial risk will need 35 pips, so it doesn't make sense to me. I will not engage. All right, so first risk is 35 pips. It's only when you reach the second target, then it kind of makes sense. It's close to 2:1. All right, it's 67 pips from now. So there's a lot of thoughts needed. For traders who are more conservative and looking for a shorting opportunity, what you are looking for may be something that is close to this. Market hit all the way down. All right, bearish movement. Let's change to red. Then it came back up as a retracement, but not as it went above this price over here. All right, then over here I'll look for a confirmation signal, then I short it all the way down. All right, so that's another way of trading a counter trend movement. This is more conservative. All decisions in trading, there are always pros and cons. So feel free to really type in any questions should you have. So on euro dollar right now, not exactly a trade plan I'm looking for. Aggressive trader, you may want to consider a selling opportunity. Let me just be nice, and all of these you guys really have to thank Kura for sharing just now that we are silent. So with that, paying forward over here, 1358 is, let's say, I'm not trading these. Yeah, I'm just helping you guys to do an analysis. All right, this is the initial risk. Okay, and my first profit level is somewhere over here. All right, and my second target profits is here. Oh, sorry. Second targets is here. All right, great, cool. So yep, that's it. Hi Roran. Yep, we have just posted one trade. You can see above is live. All right, so I placed a pending order over there. So that's euro dollar. Once again, just in case you just saw this, I'm not trading this. but if these resonate with you very well, you can. It's the first opportunity for you to go in for an aggressive shorting opportunity based off the RSI divergence and a retest of previous high. Trading plan can be as simple as that. All right, don't overthink in terms of trading. Trading can be very, very simple. Please do not overcomplicate it. All right, head down to pound dollar. Pound dollar on the daily chart, we can see that the market is very bearish. All right, market breakdown, first signal, pull back. So traders who have shorted this, congratulations. Weeks ago, I've said that pound is going down, correct? Without knowing a lot of things, without knowing that second referendum is confirmed, or rather is on the table, a possibility is increased, or Theresa May resignation and stuff like that. All right, so market did tank all the way down. Yes, so if you are conservative, I will wait for a pullback till 1.2899. So at 1.2900, there about the price, I'll be looking for a selling opportunity. So traders need to be, if you want to be consistent and profitable, in my view, you have to be really patient. So head down to 4-hour chart. You will spot a inverse setup. One of my favorite setup over here. So I may have a buying opportunity. All right, so let's see how it goes. On a 1 hour right now, I'm looking for a buying opportunity as a counter trend move. Later I'll tell you what have I spotted. Have you spotted this, guys? Have you spotted a trading opportunity? My favorite pattern actually. Head down to 1 hour. So 1 hour is a retest of the high. So what does it tell me? Even if I'm looking for a buying opportunity, I will not buy now. Make sense? Will you want to buy at the highest for a good reward is to risk ratio? Will you want to do that? Personally, I won't. So back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. All right, so here it is. All right, so this is a bullish sharp pattern. This bullish sharp pattern, I have kind of shared that it formed up when it was at 1.3385. So at 1.3385, I say that, hey, pound dollar, I'm looking to buy at 1.2382. So matter of fact, I am waiting for a shorting opportunity. It came down, went up. I missed this trade. I missed that trade. I'm just waiting. So once the market break and close below the low, I know that it is very likely to slide downwards, but it's no longer my style to chase the market this way as a breakout trader, because in terms of reward is the risk is really very bad as a breakout traders, and of course no regrets on that. All right, so I'm still waiting for a buying opportunity at 1.2372. all right, exact position I'll share with my subscriber over here. So head down to the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, there are two setups. All right, the first setup is this bullish sharp pattern. Actually, it's based off the 1 hour on this bullish sharp pattern. All right, so waiting for it to complete at 1.2581. If the market hit above this 1.2764, then it became invalid. Yeah, so take note of that. 2581, 2583 is the price I'm looking for buying opportunity over here. So even for a trader like me, been trading for quite some time, if you have all your chart cluttered up, you may not able to see the true setup of the market. So this is one big thing I really love about TradingView, because I can hide my analysis without deleting it, and it does show me an opportunity. So over here, what do you see? It's actually a head and shoulder bottom. So it's a buying opportunity. So what actually, once the market touches this price, it is already a head and shoulder. But by trading off the right shoulder just like that, it doesn't give me a very good reward is to risk. So I will need a bit of retracement before I engage the trade. So if you still have not spotted it, here comes your head and shoulder. So this is my left shoulder, head, All right, right shoulder, and completion of head and shoulder. All right, so this is something that I really love it. Okay, show you one more cool thing about this trading view. I can do this. Done. Hi. All right, so this is the head and shoulder trade that I'm looking at. All right, so preferably a slight retracement, okay, to this right shoulder over here, somewhere into this zone. So preferably this sharp pattern don't form up, because if the sharp pattern form up, then this head and shoulder is invalid. All right, so I'm looking for a pattern. Right now the market has came out, correct? So what I'm looking for is something like this. Focus here. From here, if not, you'll lose. Okay, so market has already moved from bottom to high, correct? How high it will go, I will know, correct? So I'm waiting for a retracement, market to have a pullback, then a movement, not touching the high, then all the way down. This could be your bad pattern, this could be your godly pattern, all right? So with that, to complete the line, we just add 2 more lines to beautify it. So I may be looking for a harmonic pattern completion for a pullback to go in for aggressive buy. All right, so this trade has just gotten upgraded, is in my top watch list right now, that have more than one engagement opportunity. All right, I hope this is something that you guys love on the midweek analysis. We don't just share trades, but we also share with you how I engage those and the rationale behind it. All right, so to the next pair, dollar yen, very interesting setup as well. To the dollar yen, market has came down, retracement, came down. So if you are sharp and you do read candle very well, okay, market came up, we test previous high, did not break above and close above previous high. Then you have a bearish engulfing, showing a weakness in the market. Aggressive trader, we have shorted here. Congratulations. Look at the profits potential that you have. First level of profits might be at 109.89. Second level, you might be looking at the low price over here, which is still running for you. All right, your choice, yeah. So head down to 4-hour chart. Market came down, then a bit of consolidation, and 1 hour, this is what we have. Back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis on the daily chart. Bullish bad pattern completing at 10556. Not sure if you'll form up, but I'll wait. That's our job, right? So head down to 4 hour. On the 4 hour, there is this crazy thing going on. Let me just hide these first. There is this crab pattern going on. All right, so for traders, for a start, crab pattern is one of the highlight trade I'm looking at. Hi David, long time no see. All right, so this is one of the highlight trade I'm looking at because it potentially gives very good trading reward is to risk ratio. Look how many times I've missed this trade. This is unbelievable. First time market reached here, it went off, came back down again, I miss it again. Third time I miss it again, then the market say goodbye, I'm leaving, you know. So I'm because over here I miss, if you have watched my video, I was waiting for a retest of the low, then I'm going to buy based off the double bottom on 1 hour chart. All right, market came down, went up, waiting for it to come back down. This is my entry price. I even set a pending order, you know. Yeah, but the market just took off. I have to delete my pending order. All right, so with that, I want to share with you that do not chase the market. It's fine if it really took off, it's fine. Wait for the next setup. You have the next opportunity waiting up for you over here, 112.49 for a selling opportunity. All right, and people who choose to sell, they are trend traders. All right, so head down the 1 hour chart. This is when my mood brighten up a lot, because Maybe the market know that I'm sincere and I'm patient. So market came up, came down, went up, break B, break and close below B. So guess what? My next opportunity is to buy over here. 108 flat, perfect price. I set an alert over here. So once market touches this price, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going in. Make sense to you? Type yes if you agree. So there's no need for you to really get so frustrated when you miss. You see, as come on, I'm doing analysis every day. I have all the reasons of missing this. Can you believe it? And it's on the 4-hour chart. It's unbelievable. It's all the meetings and appointments and whatnot, talks that I'm teaching at times. I missed it. All right, because during appointments and even with a simple lunch, I put my phone aside. Yeah. So and my smartwatch recently asked for a vacation break. It's not working so well now. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. You get where I'm coming from? Kura, if this is your trade plan, you should. For shark, there are 3 entry price opportunity. So I'm very careful with shark. I'm very strict with shark pattern. In any way, Kura, please do not overtrade, yeah? And anyone out there, please do not overtrade. I have to remind you guys, I only risk 0.25% for trade returns that doesn't give me 2-1 ratio. For those who give me 2-1 ratio, I'll risk 0.5%. That's it. It's not because I don't trust. This is called money management and trade management. I trust all the trading strategy I use. Harmonic pattern I've been using for 6 years. Head and shoulder and stuff like that. All those more ancient stuff. The classic pattern, I call them the ancient one. These are things that I use it for a decade. Yeah, no joke. Yeah, I use it for a decade. So these are systems that I trust with my heart and soul, but I do not overtrade. Take note of that. Very important. All right. So over here, I'm waiting for this setup confirmation before I engage the trade. Very interesting. Of course, you have to have a direction and have a focus, because if without a focus, you'll be very crazy. You know, not a lot of people can do this. You see, over here, I can create a sell zone because market came down, all right, and break a new low over here. Although it's the first break, I can go aggressive, wait for market to come back into this sell zone. Then I will just short it all the way down to D. Look at the reward is to risk. Let's say you just come back to this price. Kura, please don't get crazy about this, yeah? Okay, so let's say I decide to short. My stop loss is maybe, I don't know, let me just glance, maybe 10 pips above the high. 6, 7. Alright, so this is my initial risk. My profit, I short all the way down to the D price because I know people is looking for a buying opportunity. Just a single trade. Look at the crazy reward is the risk ratio. Can I do this? Maybe I can. Alright, but is this my trading strategy? Definitely not. However, I upgrade this signal to another level first. However, if the market show me this, market came down, right? And obviously it retraced to this price, yes. Maybe even higher is fine also. Wait for it to come back down again, not touching this price. Went all the way up, forming a bad pattern. Now, with this, can I sell it? Can I sell it over here? Can I extend my target downwards? All right. That's a very sensitive question, Kura. But I can tell you that my monthly target is just 3% to 4% a month. All right. I'll be happy with that benchmark. Of course, I'm looking at working on 5% a week. Don't forget that my risk per trade is 0.25 and 0.25 and 0.50% based off my capital. All right. So, um, you know, trading is not a get rich quick scheme. It's never. Working is a get rich quick scheme. Because no matter what you do, on the payday you still receive your salary, correct? But trading is for the long game. At least for me, it is. It gives me the freedom of time. That's what trading have for me, and that's how I see trading. All right, so that is your dollar yen. Very interesting. So my basically, if given a choice, I will cancel all appointments and just stare at the screen. But it happens that in the trading industry right now is also the peak in the market as well. We have a lot of invitation coming up. So I really have to fix my smartwatch. That's my working watch, my assistant in watching the market. All right, without my eyes, right, staring at the chart. Okay, so a lot of setup. Just look at the number of colors we have over here. Everything have a setup. All right, so this will be very, very interesting. So every day we have people want to join our group, which is fine. As long as you answer the questions, we'll add you to the group for discussion and stuff like that. Of course, students have student chat group. It's totally different rooms, yeah. So on Euro Yen, all right. So Euro Yen, we do see the market has this spike over here. It's still very, very bearish based off the daily chart. Head down to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, market retrace back to the previous high. You saw it alert. You know I have a trade plan over here. Later I'll share with you. Head down to 1-hour chart. Fantastic. Back to daily chart. I'll share with you my analysis. Very simple analysis. Sell zone, support, resistance. Sometimes market is just that plain simple. Don't overthink it. Don't squeeze a trade plan out of it. If your trade plan doesn't show up, just wait. I have been waiting for the past 6 months. It has been very, very quiet for the first 6 months for this year. At least on the pair that I'm looking at. Alright, head down to 4-hour chart. Here we comes. A bad pattern. A bearish bad pattern completing at 123.36. Stop loss above X. I have a secret buffer. Then target level as follow. So I have already placed in a pending order for this trade because I was out for business discussion throughout the day. Wednesday is the most busy day for me, as well as the market itself is the most active day. So I've already placed a pending order over here because it gave very good rewards to risk. All right, so waiting for this trade to trigger. That's all I have for Euro Yen. 1-hour chart, nothing much for me. It's really too early because by looking at this chart, I can develop a few trade plan, but it's a bit too much and too early for me. I am too pampered with so many trading ideas over here already. So that's all for Euro Yen. Head down to Pound Yen. Alright, so on Pound Yen, you can see that market have this spike, then it have this head and shoulder, double-headed head and shoulder movement. Alright, and it came down. So head down to 4-hour chart. You can see right now it go into a consolidation on the market. 1 hour retest back to the resistance. Very, very strong bullish move. And of course, we have to see how this candle closed at 7 p.m. You can observe on your end, because this candle is so bullish at this moment, unless it slide all the way down, I will not be looking for a counter trend move. Alright, it's just my personal rules. Yep. Share with you my analysis on the daily chart. Nothing much. 4 hour, nothing much as well. 1 hour chart, there is a bad pattern. Have you spotted it? So a bad pattern complete at 13849. Yesterday we did sorry, look at the 15-minute chart, and if you are my fan, you see that trading view, I would have already posted up something. All right, so yesterday pound yen on 15 minutes, this is interesting, you see. So you really have to follow us on all social media. You don't know where I'm going to post it. All right, I spotted this bad pattern, bullish candle, might spot it. Okay, we'll wait for D price confirmation. Not able to trade invalid. Okay, these updates may not be live. All the live updates are over here that I share with my subscriber. Okay, so however, if you are looking to trade, it's possible. Personally, it's not my favorite. I'm waiting for a higher time frame. Why do I say it's possible? If I click the play button, you will see that it did break and close above the X, correct? However, there is a divergence over here, RSI divergence. I think it's clearer for me to show you here. This was the bad pattern. Can you see? Let me just sketch it, yeah? Sketch, that means not exact price. Okay? So it goes somewhere over here. Market spike up, yes. Look at the RSI. The price went higher. Price went higher. RSI, however, went lower. So this is something that caught my eye. Therefore, I posted. If you're going to trade, it's still possible, but it's not for me. Okay, market then came down, hit the first target, and rebound. Alright, so it will give you about, I don't know, 20-30 pips move. Let's measure it. Let's say you shorted here. Whoa. Up to 53 pips of potential. I believe this is going to happen. However, it wasn't my trade plan. So as it wasn't my trade plan, I did not engage this trade. No regrets. Alright. So that's that. Alright, so right now I'm waiting for 1 hour setup for this bad pattern completion. I love to see this kind of candle. It shows that market is losing the upward movement. So for me to short here is more comfortable. Alright, rather than a very strong bullish candle moving towards the target. Alright, head down to the next pair. This is the halfway mark, New Zealand yen. New Zealand yen on the daily chart, market slide down towards this wick. So many of times some traders, they ignore wick like this caused by a flash crash or sudden event. For me, I still factor those in. It is still a price movement. Alright, so look what it has done. Alright, you can see how dollar yen uses the wick as well. Not the best, but it's still the price, correct? So you won't have cases that, oh, if there's a trade setup, yes, I'll take it in. If there isn't, no, I won't. What are you thinking, man? I feel that at least your decision have to be consistent. You know, sometimes when I speak to traders, it's quite sad to hear some of their decision making. Head down to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, market have this interesting move. Might form a pattern to the 1-hour chart. I believe you have seen it already. Back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. Daily chart, nothing much. 4-hour, in fact, I believe there is a setup as well, but not to confuse you, there's a selling setup at a higher price. Okay, so let us head down to the main focus, at least for me. One of my main, so today I'm looking at two, New Zealand yen and dollar yen. Alright, so both buying opportunity. This is within the buy zone. Sadly, after I add my buffer in, I have these irritating blocks over here. So let's see how these trade form up. Yeah. I don't quite like if my stop loss is right in the area of another support. In fact, this is the lowest price, the recent lowest price. I don't quite like it. All right, so I already set a pending order at this price, waiting for a buying opportunity. Trade have not engaged yet. All right, so the targets, you already have it, is in the chat. Okay, great. Okay, so that's for New Zealand yen. Head down to New Zealand dollar. All right, so New Zealand dollar, we can see that the first break, okay, of the movement over here. All right, so waiting for a pullback for confirmation. Right now, market is still not a confirmed bearish move yet. Head down to 4-hour chart. Have you spotted the similarity setup? Head down to 1 hour. Back to daily. So on daily chart, nothing much on daily chart. Nothing much. In fact, I'm waiting for a setup. To the 4-hour chart. Alright. So this was the trade that I did share that is invalid. So let me just clear this up. I have this sharp pattern formation coming up. Very similar to your New Zealand yen. So there are two ways of trading, I think, in my analysis. First, learn one good pattern that you're comfortable with, stick with it, and you screen through all the currency pairs. Second, you have a fixed set of currency pair you are trading. I choose the latter. I have a fixed set of patterns currencies I'm trading. Yeah, so over here, when this alarm sound out, then I'll be sharing with my subscriber. It's a 4-hour chart. They have more than enough time to react. All right, so that's New Zealand dollar. To 1 hour chart, nothing much for me on 1 hour. All right, so this is another sharp pattern setup. To the next pair, Australian dollar. So if you have any trading related question, feel free to punch them in. Daily chart, market is very bearish for Australia. Recently is very bearish movement. To the 4-hour chart, the market did a double top, then it slide downwards. Great for those who have captured it. RSI divergence again. Alright, great opportunity. To the 1 hour chart, this is what I have. Back to the daily chart. This is my analysis. So based off the 4-hour chart, there are two trades set up. The first trade setup is this bearish bat formation. I've shorted the market. If you have already followed us on Up Social, you can watch a video later that talk about divergence. Yep, this is the one. Alright, so this is the one. I talk about Australian dollar. There's a RSI divergence. At the same time, I talk about this New Zealand dollar RSI divergence as well. Alright, very interesting. And I did came up with a chart for my viewers. Okay, so you can see that this was exactly what happened. A RSI divergence. RSI divergence. See how the trade play out. Fantastic, isn't it? See how the trade play out. So as my traders, sometimes they are very distracted with everything that's online. They say, oh, there's a trend line, I'm looking for a buying opportunity. Let us just reset this here. So they are saying that, oh, there's a trend line, there's a moving averages, you know, I'm going to buy, be it New Zealand dollar or Australian dollar. Then I post on the chat, hey, there's a RSI divergence. That's when it caught their attention. So definitely instill some doubt. Okay, But of course, it's weekend, they can't do anything. Their trade has already engaged. Once market open, what happened? Market slide downwards. Can you see that? So imagine you're a trader that shorted here on bad pattern. You see market almost hit your first target, never take out your first target, and went off. If you are very distracted, you have other trade plans, what is most likely you will do? You may exit the trade, or you shifted your stops to entry too early. Your trade will exit over here. Once market open, the market head towards your direction. That is even more painful, correct? So over here as well, alright, I posted it when this happened at this price. So I love about TradingView, they tell you, hey, Rain posted this trade when the market was just here. Alright, see how great is that? Alright, so everything is them. I posted twice for this. Okay, so yeah, this is the one thing that I really love. Market has break and close above the high, but do you see there's a divergence? And market did not actually have a very strong movement for a buying opportunity. So yeah, I love this. All right, so the next setup on Australian dollar is a buying opportunity at 6916 as a shark pattern, bullish shark pattern. All right, so waiting for a buying opportunity over here. If you have not shorted it at the D price, do not chase it. Do not close your trade early. These are a few sabotage that traders do on themselves. If you're interested on such topics, hit it down, the topics you like to listen. I am planning a podcast. I have found my music that I love, and I'm planning a series of podcasts and stuff like that. Yeah, so let me know the topics that you like. You can even hashtag AskForex100. We'll be glad to share with you. Key in topics that you love to listen on podcast. I am starting a series on that very soon. Alright. Okay, so that's the 4 hour chart. Head down to 1 hour. On the 1 hour chart, nothing much for me. Nothing for me at all. In fact, there is a possible setup, but not to confuse you. Might have a bearish shark. Let's see how the trade form up. Yep. So that's my Australian dollar. Head down to the next pair, Australia cat. Australia cat, I set some simple rules. Let us just go through it. On the daily chart, you can see the market has retest on the previous low. If the market break this low, where is it more likely to go? This price over here, isn't it? Okay. So this is the most sensitive price. Buyers are looking to buy. Sellers say that, hey, it's going down. Can you see that? All right. So as a seller, I would prefer to sell at this price, but you never know this is a high until it became the high. So what I'll do, wait for the market to break down, came back up with some pattern set up over here within the zone, then I short it. So it increased the accuracy rate, but definitely if the market just slide all the way down, I'll miss the trade. Your choice. Every decision in this industry is a trade-off. I just love the word trading. It basically explains everything you need just by the word itself. Alright, so on the 4 hour chart, this is what I have. A potential pattern setup. If you spotted it, good for you. If not, I'll share with you shortly. Alright, this is the 1 hour chart. Back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis on the daily chart. Bigger time frame, I have this crazy Gatly over here, very deep Gatly at X price. Alright, so completing at 91.20, 9120, buying opportunity. Just waiting, nothing much. Head down to 4 hour chart. This is what I'm looking for. So I set an alarm yesterday. I know it's a 4 hour chart, so when the alarm ring, I know my setup is going to happen, or there's a higher chance of it going to happen. Alright, so this is a double bottom. I'm looking for a counter trend trading opportunity. So what do I do now is to right click again, set alert, H4, double bottom, counter trend. And this is Australia cat. Okay, set an alarm over here, done. So I'm waiting for market to hit down, touch this price. I got 4 hours usually to react to it, or even more for a buying opportunity. Fantastic reward is the risk ratio. So yes, I do use double top, double bottom, but I use it sparingly. You understand that every trend continuation at one point is a double bottom or double top, yes? Alright, so I feel it's a great opportunity over here. So that's what I'm looking at. Head down the 1 hour chart. For Aussie Cat, I'm looking for a buying opportunity. Nothing much on that. To the 15 minutes. Oh wow, yay! Yay! Spotted something better than a double bottom. So I will officially scrap my double bottom thoughts. Have you spotted it? If this is, and of course there are 8 rules to a harmonic pattern. Do understand that we are running an education firm, yeah? So I can't share with you the stats. If not, my partner will kill me. Yep. So this is a, if this is the highest price, most likely you will get a Dick Godly pattern completing over here. 9217. Alright. Okay. So waiting for a buying opportunity over here. So you do know that hardly I will head to 15 minutes, yes? Why do I do so? Suddenly? Because my eyes is trained. Every day I will spend 30 minutes looking at charts to run through all the 12 pairs. That's what I do. And over time, it forms a recognition when I see movement like this. But first of all, you have to know what is your focus. Alright? My focus is a counter trend trading opportunity looking to buy. So my focus shifted to just looking for buying opportunity, and that's my trading plan. And having a trade plan, I combine with my trading strategy to see a setup that fulfill my trade plan. Make sense to you? Top-down analysis is to look for your trade plan. Then use trading strategy to engage. Make sense? Alright. Fantastic. Aussie Cat, you got upgraded to first class. Alright. Fantastic. Alright, so to the daily chart. On the daily chart on Australia Cat, interesting movement. Market came up, came down. There is a head and shoulder bottom, and market extended upwards. Did or did not engage this trade. I can't remember because it's quite some time back. It's like in March. Head down to 4 hour chart. This is what I have. It's the 1 hour. Alright, back to the daily chart. Interesting setup over here. So this is my draft. It's a draft because I assume I wait for market to come back to C, then go back to D. You know, so I'm waiting for a buying opportunity, and my trade plan for this is harmonic pattern. So I need to draft. It's either there are too many pairs I'm looking at with 3 time frame, 12 pairs times 3 is 36 opportunity. Sometimes I even stretch to 15. You have seen. Alright. So for a engagement opportunity based off the 15 with more precise entry price. But of course, it's either that or is aging. Yeah. So head down the 4-hour chart. Nothing much for me based off the 4-hour, apart from a sell zone over here. At this area is a sell zone. So let me just highlight. This is only for the daily chart. Okay. So over here, you can see that market came down, went up, break down. To be strict about it, is still not a selling opportunity for me yet. So aggressive trader, while looking for selling opportunity, you may look at this area. The pullback area is always the area you look for opportunity. At least that's my rule. All right. For 4-hour. Okay. Hit on the 1-hour. Nothing much on 1 hour, sadly. If there's a very sharp V movement, another harmonic pattern setup, but not for this case. Not now, at least. All right, that's dollar CAD. CAD yen. My partner spotted a sharp pattern. Not for me. I see what I trade, so did not engage or not even waiting for it. All right, so on the daily chart, market have this spike, came back up. All right, have this movement, confirmation of bearish movement. So if you're looking for selling opportunity on CAD yen, you are trend trading based off the daily chart. Head down to the 4-hour chart. This is what I have. I think I may have something. There's an alert. I really can't remember anything that I did. Yeah, head down to 1 hour, back to the daily chart. I think there's a bad pattern. Daily chart, nothing much. To the 4-hour, sell zone, bad pattern forming up, completing at 8230. So I'm waiting patiently. Have not even posted this to my subscriber yet, because they have not reached this price. All right, head down to 1 hour. Nothing much on 1 hour. That's your CAD yen. Okay. So, my partner spotted a shark somewhere, or a crab. Someone spotted a crab as well. All right. So, both are similar shorting opportunity. All right. Yeah, I think they spotted something over here on 1 hour chart. Maybe they have really shorted. All right, not for me. All right, so the next pair, Pound Australia. Pound Australia is a very, very interesting pair. Please do not trade this if you're not familiar with the currency. If people say that Pound Yen is a beast, Pound Australia is a juggernaut. So it had very, very spiky move. Market move a lot spikes. All right, so on the daily chart, watch closely. Resistance price, support price. Wonderful. I was waiting for a buying opportunity a few days back. Looks like I might miss it. I may need patterns to engage the trade. To the 4 hour, this is what I have. Head down to 1 hour. Nothing much for now. Back to the daily chart. Share with you my analysis. Very straightforward. Resistance, support, mid price, alert. I've even zoned out the buy opportunity over here. It just never happened. Maybe I've missed it again, which is fine. All right, so market has took off. Congratulations for traders who have come live last week. You might have seen last week's video and might have engaged it. So that's all I have for you today, guys. If you are looking to learn how to trade and you happen to be in Singapore, a couple of things you can do for sure is that you can hop on to Eventbrite, register and join us next Tuesday while I share with you opportunity on how to learn these skills and do your independent analysis all by yourself. If you are looking to receive our trade ideas on a more consistent basis, even sent to your email, you can even discuss trade in our trade ideas discussion that is on the Facebook. drop me a note. I'll tell you how. That's all I have for you today. Till then, remember always plan your 3 and 12 plan, and I'll see you soon in the next video.